guys. So as promised, I posted earlier today that I wanted to do I'm going to be starting a blog series, and my first segment is going to be on building muscle definition and kind of some tips and things that can help you attain some muscle definition without bulking up, because I know a lot of women are concerned about getting bulky, and that's not my intent. I don't ever want to look like a bodybuilder, but I do want muscle definition. And there's so many benefits to doing that, building muscle, that I have just found it to be a passion of mine, and so I wanted to share some tips with you. Like I said, I'm going to do this in a blog, so I'm going to share this video with you, and then in my blog I'm going to be adding some additional tips and information. But to kind of give you an overview, I wanted to do this video. So building muscle is not only just for muscle definition, it also helps with bone density, it helps with increasing metabolism, it also can incorporate or give you those endorphins that you also get from cardio, but it also can add some added benefits to just your overall health, just building that muscle and keeping your body healthy and limber, and just all those benefits that can come from just having that muscle on your body and giving your body that sense of the definition is just kind of a bonus. So anyway, I shared a little bit last week in another video that I recommend lifting weights at least 3 days a week. And some people, they kind of incorporate it maybe here and there, or they just don't really know how to make it effective. Maybe you do a lot of classes and they use weights, but you're just kind of getting little snippets of weightlifting, but not really a focused weightlifting. And so if you're looking for specific definition in, say, your arms, or if you're trying to tone up your back, or strengthen your legs, it really does have to come down to a little bit more focused weightlifting. And when I say weightlifting, I'm not talking about the big dumbbell squatting kind of weightlifting. I don't do that. It's not good for my back, and I don't necessarily recommend that either. But using weights to the point of fatiguing your muscles is going to be what gives you that definition. So 3 days a week is what I recommend. And how I recommend doing that, a couple different things you can do. I follow a weightlifting program, so I am focused primarily on doing that. So mine is actually lifting about 5 days a week with one cardio day. So I do 3 days, 2 to 3 days of weightlifting, and then a cardio, and then 2 to 3 days of weightlifting again. If you're looking to just do 3 days a week and you're doing other things, then I would space it out a little bit. You could do Monday one weightlifting segment, and then do maybe your favorite cardio or workout class or whatever else you like to do on that Tuesday. Wednesday do another weightlifting segment. Thursday do something else, Wednesday do something else, and then Thursday do another weightlifting. So kind of however it works in your schedule. Obviously you can fluctuate with that, but being consistent and kind of not spacing it out too much, but also giving your muscles a chance to recover. So going back to what types of weightlifting exercises you should be doing, I am going to be working on either a mini video or a PDF. We'll show you kind of a breakdown of some samples of the workouts that I do, and kind of how to segment those on those days, because I don't recommend necessarily doing a total body workout on every single day. Again, focused weightlifting, weight training is going to get your muscles that you're trying to work on, more defined by kind of focusing on those specifically. So there are 3 kind of areas of weightlifting, just kind of 3 different areas if you want to look at it in a way to kind of help you remember. And so if you think about pushing exercises, and pushing being push-ups, and when you push, you're also using your tricep muscles, so triceps on a push day. And then you're going to be doing, also shoulders are kind of part of that too, because again, when you're using your shoulders, you're pushing away. So think of pushing exercises as one day of exercises. Another area is your legs. So when you do legs, primarily you focus just on the legs, because there's so many different, the fronts and the backs and the lower part of the legs and the outer part of the legs, and so many different areas. So your legs is kind of one area. And then the final one is pull. And with pull, you're going to be doing your back. When you think of doing a pull-up, you're pulling down, you're using your lat muscles, and also you're using your biceps. So your back and your biceps are another day. So those are your 3 segments of weightlifting. And so you're going to kind of, group, maybe one day is going to be chest and triceps and shoulders. Another day is going to be legs, and then another day would be your back and your biceps. And another final tip that I wanted to touch on is how do you know how many reps to do and weights to lift. And if you're home, you might be limited with weights, and if you're at a gym, you're going to have access to machines and things that you can do to incorporate and increase weights. But the biggest thing is to fatigue your muscles. So, and there's also some tricks to kind of fatiguing the muscles in a set. So you're going to have a set of, hey Maureen, a set of moves. So for example, if you're doing push-ups, well, let's not say push-ups, let's say you're doing chest presses. So you're using weights to push out, that's a push day. You are going to do 15 reps. And so you're going to want to do 15 reps with a weight that is easy enough to do about 10 to 12, and then you're going to start to struggle with those last few. So that's how you kind of gauge. If you kind of get to the point where you're doing 15 and they're super easy, then you need to bump up your weight. So I usually do 3 sets with varying reps. So I start off with 15, and I usually do, like I said, like I mentioned, you kind of do enough of 10 to 12 of a weight that is easy enough but not too easy, and then you struggle towards those last few. And then you're going to do a set of 10 to 12. And again, trying to bump up your weight a little bit, get to the point where you can do, maybe 7 to 8, and then you're struggling with those last few. And then your final set can be 6 to 8, and that one's going to be more of a challenging weight because you're not doing very many. So you want to be able to feel like you're actually doing something, during those last 2-3 reps, so that you are building the muscle. That's the whole point of weightlifting. You don't want to waste your time. You want to be efficient, and you want to get you the results that you're looking for. So if you can follow that kind of format with each of the sections and segments that you do, you're going to be more effective. So I've kind of laid out a lot here, and like I said, I will be offering, once I get all of my stuff together, I'm going to have a PDF for you that will give you some more tips on different segments. So I will have a push day, a pull day, and a leg day kind of examples of some different workouts you can do, and a kind of a breakdown of some different ways that you can format your sets. But again, you want to fatigue the muscles, you want to improve your strength by increasing your weight. So if you have, I started with a 5 and an 8 pound weight, and I've just gradually increased. And a tip, if depending on your workout, if you've got 5 pound weights, and say maybe you've got 8 pound weights and you feel like the 8s are getting too easy, maybe if you're doing, say, bicep curls or whatever the move may be, and if it's something that you can do single arm, double up on your 5 so you've got 10 pounds. Kind of get creative that way. Also, if you're just starting out, using a resistance band or even a medicine ball for some of these moves is a great way to introduce your body to that resistance of a weight without overdoing it. Lots of different options for those that type of equipment. So if you have any questions about kind of some of this stuff that I've gone over, or if you're interested in the PDF, like I said, I'm going to have it in my blog, and I will offer it once I get it all put together. Please don't hesitate to comment. If you know somebody who's kind of interested in weightlifting but really doesn't know where to start and would like some of this information, please also share this video with them. Tag them in this so that they can have access to this information. This is basic information, but a lot of times people just don't know that there is a kind of a formula, and there's an effective way to gain muscle, and it's something that I've learned, and so I want to share that with you guys. So I hope this was helpful, and I am getting ready I'll do a segment, like I said, I'm going to do 3 blog videos, and the next one's going to be focusing on nutrition. And nutrition is, as I'm sure many of you have heard, abs are made in the kitchen, muscles are made in the kitchen. Your results are going to be 80% coming from what's in the kitchen. So I really want to kind of teach you a little bit more about nutrition and kind of some good foods that you can eat to benefit your weightlifting efforts and to help you get those results and help you to feel good and just kind of get to the healthy point that you're looking to get to. And I hope that these videos are helpful. Thanks again, guys. Have a great day, and we'll talk soon. Thanks again.